Hi everyone, that's Yana here with you today, and today, as I promised, will be a small story about my tartan collection. Okay, well, actually, my collection is not so big, it's just the scarves, and I'm going to share with you some stories behind how I got them, and also we will try to figure out their pattern of tartan. Okay, and I'll tell you some tips about them and how to distinguish them. But this is really hard and it's not an easy job. But all in all, so the one that I'm wearing here, and this is like actually one of my favorite colors. So it's got this combination, and all tartans are different in terms of um, the lines. So they can be wide lines or narrow lines. Yes, so they are all different. If, for example, there are so many patterns like this, I mean, red and blue. This is dark blue. But if there is, for example, this line will be narrower, it is already a different pattern. So it's really, really difficult to identify which this or that pattern it follows of the of tartan. So to tell the truth, I haven't found out exactly some of the tartan names, and you can't imagine how many hours I spent in order to search for it. Yes, so this one seems to be like Stuart, but it's not Royal Stuart because it's a bit different, and it's not Black Stuart because it's dark blue. Okay, but the Black Stuart is black here, and so forgive me, experts, if there are any, so please help me out. Okay, you can write your variants. So, what, as I understood, so this is Stuart, yes, but one of the varieties. Okay, and I really like it. So all the scarves, they have got these funny things here, and they are very warm. They are all made of lamb wool, 100% every time, and usually you can buy them in any gift shop, really. And this one, I bought the National Trust of Scotland, and let me remember, I think I bought this one in one of the castles in Aberdeenshire. And yeah, I usually, so mostly it's from spring and winter wear, yes, because they are quite warm. And so lamb wool, you can imagine, and a bit itchy, just a bit. But it's real wool, so that's why it's not a problem really for you. Okay, so that's my first one, but wasn't my first tartan scarf that I got, and my first one was this one. Okay, and this tartan, I didn't even show you if they're long. So this is folded two times. Okay, so you can imagine, yes, how long they are. And so this one was a gift, and this was my very first tartan. And this was bought here in Edinburgh, and it's called Balmoral Collection. And I also didn't, I couldn't identify the real pattern name, but as I understood, so this one is something like Scotland or Scotland Collection, Balmoral Collection. So if you try, to identify and find out, like there is a tartan finder that I was trying to search in, and so you basically just need to find like you need to write down like the first primary colors and secondary colors. Was such a huge headache, so I couldn't find it. So experts, again, if you can, I'll be happy. So that was my first one from Edinburgh, and I was really, really happy. This one is much softer, to tell the truth, and it was my first in my collection. This one I bought myself, and this one is a bit scruffier, I would say, a bit itchier, and the material, but though it's also lamb wool, and I love this one as well because this scarf identifies, and shows and represents, sorry for my synonyms, yes, so the Scottish flag, and also very lovely memories connected to it. And so that was my second one. Let me show you last two. And these two I bought last and together. Okay, so this one here is very beautiful one, and it is something like dark blue, brown, yes, and blue and white. And seriously, you can see all the, yes, amazing like variety of these tartans, and the lines. There can be lines that can be, as I've said already, yes. So lines are all different whites, and seriously, sometimes you cannot understand which one exactly it is. So if you try to search for tartan finder pattern, so you will be a bit shocked how many are there. And to tell the truth, so for example, sometimes there are even tartans connected to some people. Like there is a Princess Diana tartan, which is astonishing, and you can search for it. There is, oh, well, the real royal Stuart is a bit different, but of course, initially, all the stories with the tartans, they started with clans. There was Mackenzie, for example, yes, or like popular names, yes, Fraser and MacDougall, yes, so clans, and they used to wear it as their, for example, like a symbol, yes, of their family and dynasty, like a heritage, of course. And they're not only scarves, you can find gloves, hats, kilts, obviously, yes, sometimes bags, tweed bags, lamb wool. I'm not sure if they make it from lamb wool. So the story behind this one and this one, so these are my two last purchases. I love this one because of purplish. I bought them in Aberdeen when I visited the Tourist Information Center because I'm a tourist still, I think. No, by documents, I'm not a tourist, but I mean, like, you will be the resident until the end. Right, so it's all made in Scotland here. So they were amazing. Mostly all the tartan scarves, they're all the same size, and most of them are around, now I can be lying, £25. I think you can check how much it is in your currency. So they're really lovely ones. And if I'm not mistaken, so something similar to this pattern, sorry, is called I think Pride of Scotland Modern. Maybe I'm mixing again. Well, there are so many pattern names, so forgive me, please, experts again. Sorry. And this one, the purple one, is very beautiful, one of my favorites. And I think this is Arbuthnot, no, Ancient. I put some names, down here. But again, forgive me, experts. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes, that this is also very symbolic because it looks like heather, I think, yes, so the flower, which is very popular here in the fields. Very beautiful color, and I think, like, seriously, no matter whether you wear it in winter or spring, they're really lovely. And yeah, so that's my small but valuable, precious kind of collection. Ooh, sorry, why is that so beautiful? Very interesting to see if you have anything connected to tartan. Okay, and let me know, please. Yes, I will be waiting in your comments. Maybe you know the names. I will be happy to find them. Okay, so let me know then and share with me. See ya.